Hi guys, this is a video on colorimetry and understanding the undertones of foundation. So if you're struggling with selecting the right foundations for your clients and for yourself, you should stay tuned. What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new and you're just coming across my video for the first time, please do well to subscribe, like, comment and share, please. So based on popular demands, I'm back with this video on colorimetry. Now this is my academy handout. If you're interested, this handout is very much available for sale in PDF file, so you can buy and read from any part of the world. Colorimetry is just to help you balance the undertones of the foundations. You're basically using the knowledge of the color wheel, using the color theory to balance all of these things. You can change the undertones of foundation from foundation to another. Talking about this is the color wheel. So you can see there's an image showing you the colors we have. So in this image, we have the primary colors, we have the secondary colors. I know what your primary colors are now: your red, your yellow, and your blue. So I have my foundations here in 3 different shades. I'm just going to be doing for these 3. So when you have your foundation, you have the light shade, you have the medium shade, and then you have the dark shade. I'm going to show you how this colorimetry works on foundation. Orange. You can see that, and I just chop it there. So it gave me orange. So the next one, I'll mix yellow and blue. So I'll scoop yellow. This is what I did for the first one. Let me chop it here. Yellow, then blue. Yellow is very accommodating. Then I'll mix. So when you mix yellow and blue, it's going to give us green. Take the green. So when you mix blue first, here, and red, right? And you mix it very well. So when you mix blue and red, it gives you the violet. That's purple. You can see the color changing. So you take your purple, drop right here. So these are the 3 secondary colors you get from when you mix 2 primary colors together. You get orange, green and purple. So what happens when you mix the 3 primary colors together? So let's mix red, yellow, blue. So remember I said all colors are gotten from when you mix these 3 primary colors together. Now that I've gotten all that, I'm going to show you how it is applied to our foundations. So I'll be starting with the light shade of foundation. This is Milani foundation in shade 420. So each of your foundations have the different undertones that come with it. I'm not going to be letting us know the undertone of this foundation, so we're going to get it by ourselves. So I'll start with the light shade, right? So I'll just wait. First of all, I'm going to be dropping the normal shade. So this is the normal shade. This is the normal shade of the foundation. So what happens to it when I put my first primary color, which is red? Remember, red is not an accommodating color, so you need very little of it when you're adding it to your swatches. So I drop my red here. And I mix it to my foundation. So when I add red to the same foundation, I'm getting this shade. So I'll clean my brush. And then I scoop the next one, which is yellow. Make sure you're not using the pad that has red so it doesn't mix into it. Yellow is very, very accommodating. So I mix the foundation. Foundation is a little bit too small. Let me take some for you. So when I mix the foundation with yellow, give me this. So the next primary color is what? Blue. So this is me scooping blue. Now add it here. Let me scoop it up with the brush. And then I mix. I hope you are seeing this. So the yellow is the blue is much, so let's add more for the light foundation. Limit this. So now we're done with the 3 primary colors. We move into the secondary colors, and you know your secondary colors: orange, green, purple. So when I add an orange, I'm going to, if you don't have orange in your palette, you can do the mixture we did. That was why I taught you the mixture. So I have orange in my palette, so I'm taking my orange here and I'm adding it here. This is when I mix the foundation with orange. Then green. I have green in my palette as well, so I'll use my green. Make sure you clean your brush very well. So this thing we're going to do is just going to help us get the exact undertone of this foundation. So this is it when we add green. The next one is what? Purple. So we'll add our purple. This is mine here. My violets. And then so add brown. What happens to the light foundation when we add brown? So take your brown shade. I have brown in my palette here. And brown. So when we add brown, this is what happens. So when we're done with brown, we can add black. What happens when we add black to our foundations? This is what happens when you add black. And finally, white. What happens when we add white to our light foundations? So this is white. So this pan, now you can see that this pan is to show you the different undertones you can achieve from this foundation. Now among these undertones showing in this palette, there is one particular one that it is the foundation undertone exactly. So there's one particular one among all these undertones that suits the undertone that came with the foundation. Do you get? So it is either in your mixture, maybe you add a little much of it or a little less of it, but you will be sure to see the exact undertone of this foundation among all what we just did. So looking at your black to your light foundations, never ever do that. If your light foundation is too light for your client, you can add brown. You can see brown makes a lot of sense. It just darkens the light shade of the foundation. And if the foundation is too dark for the client, you can add white. It lightens it. So the more proportion you add, the lighter the foundation gets. Do you understand? And likewise brown. So the more proportion of brown you add, the darker the foundation gets, but you are still in the light category. So never use black to darken your light shade foundations. So you are going to look at this and tell me which of them do you think is the right undertone for this foundation. In other words, if I'm working on a client and she comes and she's light skin but she has a red undertone, it means I just need to add a little bit of red, but not as much as we added here, something very tiny to this foundation, if this is a color but she has a red undertone, it means this foundation is not a red undertone, so I can't use it for her unless I balance it. So I add a little bit of red right to this foundation and I will have an undertone. Or what if she comes now, she has a green undertone? It means this foundation will not suit her because she has a green undertone and this foundation doesn't have a green undertone. I add a little bit of green but not as much as this to this, and then gradually as you're doing it, you see if you need more or you need less to get the exact undertone. That's how it works. Then we'll go again. The first one red, yellow, so I'll mix the red, oops, I didn't drop the original shade. So this is what the original shade looks like. Then I'll mix the yellow. Blue, orange, that's it for blue, and the orange. Claudia, sure you know take paracetamol. No, drink paracetamol. Don't drink. Let's say good for you. As if for blue and the orange. Claudia, sure you know take paracetamol. No, drink paracetamol. Yeah. You don't drink. No, I said it. Let's say good for you. I have to check. No, allow you to. Green. Now I'll give you cash now. How much you want? Green. So when you add green, how much cash you need? Purple, brown, black, then black. To add white lastly. This is white, this is black, this is brown, then this is red, yellow, blue, orange, green, purple. So which do you think is the right undertone for this, apart from the brown, black and white? Which is the right undertone from this to this? Is the right undertone for this, and which is the right undertone for this? So this foundation falls under one of this undertone, this one falls under one of this undertone, this one also falls under one of this undertone. So this is how you get different undertone of the foundations you have. So you can sit at your own convenient time, then pick your pen, your biro, and get the undertones of the foundation. So when looking at this yellow foundation, you can see that the undertone of it is this second one. I mean, this second one is more similar to it compared to the others, and the second one is what? Yellow. So it means that this foundation has a yellow undertone. And if you know about your undertone are how many colors? We have 3. We have the warm, we have the cool, and we have the neutral. The colors you can find under your warm undertones are golden, yellow, like peachy kind of colors, sometimes could be greenish kind of olive. So those are the colors you find under warm undertone, while the colors you find under cool undertone are red, like blush kind of red, blue, pink. Those are the colors you find under cool undertone. And then the neutral undertones are colors you can barely see. You can barely tell if it is warm or if it is cool. You can barely tell if it is pink or if it is golden. Once you cannot tell the undertone shade, that means it has a neutral undertone. So I already said that this one looks more similar to this first one, and this one, what do we add? We added yellow, so which means yellow, the foundation has yellow undertone, and yellow is under what? Warm. So which means this foundation is a warm undertone. So you have to use that yellow. Now let's say the person comes and she doesn't have a yellow undertone, and you want to use this foundation that has a yellow undertone. You would use what? Purple, which is the complementary color of yellow. Add a little bit of purple to this. This is what happened when we added purple. This is red, yellow, green, orange, purple. You can see that it cancelled out the yellow totally. So the quantity you add to it matters. If you add more yellow to this, you will still be in the category of this. If you add less, you still be in the category of this. That's to tell you the foundation is yellow. And looking at the body, you can see they wrote it warm almond, and warm is what? Yellow. So which means this foundation has a warm undertone. Some they will write it warm, cool, neutral. I mean, it's not really advisable for you to add white to brown foundations, because the foundations will end up turning ashy. That's why you see some clients, you see that they finish makeup on that thing, maybe the face is looking ashy, it's looking gray kind of. So I don't really like advising to add white. Rather, you can add brown to it and it will work better. Then if its foundation is too light and you want to darken it, you add black, which is perfect for bringing the shade back.